mas mahal pa yung ticket price sa pabili natin. Magkano, mga okay. Tingin ka muna sa iba, baka meron. Ah, 49. Ano wala na 49 lang ba? Mm. You tell me you're in love.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. On the wings to Jakadic. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And here's the fast break. From deep, George. It's George on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Thomas. Pass to George. Over Turner. A nice shot by George.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Now, Giddey. Giddey shoots it with authority.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Coming into the floor for your home team.
We've played just over a minute here in the first.
Myles.
Mr. Gobert. It is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly it. You combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points. Now, here's Doncic. Over Giddy. And count it from 19 feet away.
And really, Doncic can score from anywhere. His arsenal is very impressive. Yeah, the defender all over.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for the away team.
He's off on the second. Doncic with it. Fires the 3. Up again. And Turner stays with it.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
In slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Doncic has got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, they're not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's George. Pass to Turner. From about 19 feet. Fires, high post. Outside for Thomas. 3-pointer. Doncic outside. Back to Turner. He could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
Team. Myles Turner.
He hits the second from the line. Las Vegas trails by 3. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
He's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's George. No dice from the high post. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Edwards, it's good.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Pass to Thomas. Nobody near George. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Now, Suggs. Inside. Washington. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Doncic with the steal. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. Already these offenses are clicking. And we'll return shortly.
16. The visiting team. 16.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Now, here's off the It's stolen by Edwards. And Suggs pushing it up. To stop him.
A smart play by Edwards. Comes up with the steal and then just gets the ball up the court.
outside, Avdia. Thompson outside. Five to shoot. On the top of the key. Here's Wembanyama. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. He excels at reading shooters and then altering their shot.
Now here's Beasley. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Beasley with a clean look. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Duncan can't hit. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Outside, Avdia. Thompson in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to put Thompson making those because if you get up close at the arc, Robin will blow right by you. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put it in the work. Got a second chance to score.
On the wing, Thompson. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. For three, Beasley. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Las Vegas leading by 3. Outside, Robinson. 1:22 left now here in the second. Lays it up off the glass.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Washington. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on David Robinson.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Washington hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Wembanyama, a screen. Out to Doncic. Takes a three. And Wembanyama with the flush.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on.
Beasley with the steal. Takes the three. And it's Luka Doncic with the three. Doncic has got 11 points. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, that in-court start, that's for sure.
Pass to Suggs. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. There's a screen by Robinson. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Over in the corner, Doncic. Jacks up a three. No good on that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Lakers up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Duncan, a screen. Outside Turner. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. One-on-one fast break. And then Washington with the dunk.
The assist from
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Turner. Outside for George. From the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 7.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is really comfortable in the pick and roll.
It's out of bounds to Las Vegas that retains possession. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Outside Turner. On the wing, George. Turner with the screen. Puts the move on. George, no good. And here's Las Vegas. A 2-point game. Offensive rebound. Here's Childress. Running from the wing. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Drexler scanning the floor. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Here is Edwards. Finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to.
It's Edwards on the wing. No good from Childress. Outside, Drexler. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Turner's got 6 points.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Now here's Drexler. 5 points in the game. Outside Turner. Slams it down. Right on top of Tim.
And throw it down, big fella. Turner way above the rim.
Down low. Stolen by Avdia. It's Turner, high post. 8 points for him. Duncan outside. A lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Duncan drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Thompson. Duncan 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. On the wing, Stojakovic. three-pointers off the mark. It's stolen by Smith. And we've reached the end of the third. The Lakers up by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
33.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Las Vegas trails by 7. Banked in off the glass.
And no fear of where the D was on that one. Smith going right to the basket.
And here's Thompson. Pass to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Here's Turner. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Hunches outside. Screen by Duncan. Abdul-Jabbar outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Final quarter here, and we're just over 1.5 through. Pass to Stojakovic. And here's Gobert. Giddey with it. Shoots the three. Out to Turner. From deep. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
As they try and narrow the deficit.
It's deflected. Outside Abdul-Jabbar. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Timeout, timeout.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose, don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win all the same way. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. To the inside. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. He draws iron on the dunk. Near the three-point line. It's Thomas. It's good.
The double clutch jump, almost like having to make 2 shots.
Free throw no good for Thomas. Las Vegas trails by 4. Stojakovic with the 3.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Now, Doncic. To the paint. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Gobert.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick feed.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
5 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. George up top. It's Robinson, high post. Pass to Thomas. Knocks down the trifecta.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the home team has possession. And that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Second team.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Luka Doncic.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Las Vegas calls timeout. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And they need a 3 to tie. Look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best unit.
Substitution on the court.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a great ramp.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Shooting for the away team. Josh Giddey.
And a tough break as his second attempt to the line, no good. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the end. BA. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. And Houston has possession. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Wasting no time getting points on the scoreboard in this one.
Doncic outside. Screen by Robinson. And Doncic with the three.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he hit us too.
Pass to George. Screen by Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George with it. Picked up by James. Thomas misses. And it's Houston's ball. Here's George. Driving in. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
George's shot is off.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
George outside to the paint. Here's Duncan. Shoots a fadeaway. And he makes it.
Well, this is one of his great strengths. Ben Simmons has outstanding vision.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, he missed it. Making it 1 for 2 now. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Simmons.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Ball left side. George outside. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up top. Very pretty alley-oop.
What a slick look by Paul George. Defense expecting him to shoot, but he decides otherwise.
Screen by Robinson. This one for 3. It's held in by Houston.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Ball. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Robinson with a steal. And Doncic launches from deep. Rebounded by LeBron. Pass to George. Here's Yao. Oh, my! How about that? And he hammers in the reverse slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to walk the work.
Now here's Doncic. To the left side wing. Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Yao. Ball left side. And there's James from the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Here's Doncic. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Houston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've had it. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Inside. Here's Robinson. Fires from 14. And it's Tatum missing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Robinson. It's George on the wing. Back to Robinson. George feels it out of it. Misses a 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Ball. Tatum from long range. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Doncic outside. Just over a minute and a half played. Good D by Ball. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by George. And there's James from the arc.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Thomas misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
James from distance. Easy work.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
The home team calls timeout. Making some changes here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Off the outside. Outside Wembanyama. Now Turner. Houston. The definition of a stretch 5, Doris. Myles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a 3.
And it's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range. And then Myles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
Here's Beasley. Outside Wembanyama. Outside the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Houston leading by 10. Back to James. Pass to Robinson. Soft touch off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now Thompson. George defending. He goes up. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
Thompson. And here's Turner. Still without a bucket. And miss after miss right now.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Wembanyama. So we conclude the first half. It's Houston. They lead by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Doncic with it. Wembanyama screen. Now here's Doncic. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got 8.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And here's Doncic outside. The rebound by Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Houston.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. It's Beasley on the wing. There's a screen by Turner. Beasley misses. Houston leading by 16. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Home team, number 24.
Here's Yao. He's got 13.
Right there!
Clock at 6. Simmons. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
George for 3. Down with a rebound. Houston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Now into the line for your home team, David Robinson. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Here's George. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
They get it back. Here's Robinson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Myles just rushed the challenge away, and he does.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltender.
Here's George. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Off the outside. It's hauled in by Houston. To the right side. Back to James. Pass to Yao.
Home team foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's his second personal foul. Second team.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep. Yeah, shot is off. Now Avdia. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Now here's George. No luck on that one. Simmons looking around. Pass to Yao. And here's the fast break. George has the open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Now, Paul George, a tremendous jump shooter. Squares up, knocks it down. The defense has got to be better.
And Paul gets it to go. And Houston leads by 19.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Houston up. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Houston. They have a 19-point lead. George. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And here's Thomas from the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
He drops it from range.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
The home team calls timeout. Houston making a change here. Here's Doncic. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over George. Connects. The jumper drops.
Now, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Houston leading by 20. George, a deep three. George with another miss. It's George on the wing. Back to Doncic. George outside. Over James. George, no good. Oh, stolen by Turner. George outside. Launches a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Kept alive. The kick out to Simmons. Houston with another miss. To the paint. He's And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Pass to Young. Back to George. To the middle. George with the jam.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Doncic. And that's good for two.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's George. And he can't jam it through.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
From deep, here's Doncic. And his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Pulls up on the wing. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Here's James. Pass to Young. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
George outside. Wow, good. And Houston leads by 18.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Launches it from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. Doncic outside. The 3 ball. Thomas. And so it's Houston winning this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this.